Welcome to the Psychology and Physical Training channel. Have you ever pondered what intelligence truly means? Opening thoughts on intelligence. It's a complex concept that's often shrouded in misunderstandings. Many of us think intelligence is about knowing a lot of facts, being a whiz at trivia, or acing exams. But the truth is, intelligence is far more intricate than that. Imagine intelligence as a multifaceted gem. Each facet represents a different aspect of intelligence: problem-solving abilities, creativity, emotional understanding, and even our capacity to learn. We cannot confine it to mere facts or test scores. Moreover, we often fall into the trap of equating intelligence with success. But let's remember, success is influenced by a multitude of factors that extend beyond intelligence. It's about resilience, hard work, and sometimes a dash of good luck. So, intelligence is not about being the class valedictorian or the know-it-all in trivia games. It's a rich tapestry of cognitive abilities and emotional understanding. So, if intelligence isn't about acing exams or knowing a lot of facts, then what is it? Defining intelligence. Intelligence, as defined by psychologists, is a much broader concept. It's time to step away from the traditional notion that intelligence is a single, measurable entity, and instead embrace the complexity of this fascinating subject. Let's start with the psychometric view. This perspective, largely responsible for the concept of IQ tests, sees intelligence as a singular entity that can be measured and quantified. IQ, or intelligence quotient, tests aim to measure this general cognitive ability, which they believe underlies individual performance in areas such as logic, mathematics, and language. However, Howard Gardner, a psychologist and professor at Harvard University, proposed a theory of multiple intelligences. He suggested that humans possess not one, but multiple intelligences, each relating to a separate domain. These include linguistic, logical, mathematical, musical, bodily kinesthetic, spatial, interpersonal, intrapersonal, and naturalist intelligences. So you might not be a mathematical genius, but perhaps you're exceptional at understanding other people's emotions or have an uncanny ability to navigate new environments. Robert Sternberg, another influential psychologist, proposed the triarchic theory of intelligence. This theory divides intelligence into three categories: analytical, creative, and practical. Analytical intelligence, often measured by traditional IQ tests, involves problem-solving and reasoning skills. Creative intelligence refers to the ability to come up with new ideas and adapt to new situations. And practical intelligence, that's the down-to-earth, street-smart kind of intelligence that helps you navigate everyday life and work within your environment. So you see, intelligence is not just about acing an exam or solving complex equations. It's about problem-solving, reasoning, memory, and adaptation. It's about knowing how to interact with the world around you, understanding yourself and others, and being able to create and innovate. In essence, intelligence is not a singular thing, but a collection of different abilities. It's a multifaceted concept that encompasses a wide range of skills and capabilities. So the next time someone asks you how intelligent you are, remember, there's more than one way to answer that question. The concept of normal distribution curve in intelligence. When we talk about intelligence, we often use a normal distribution curve to illustrate it. This curve, sometimes referred to as the bell curve because of its bell-like shape, is a statistical tool that graphically represents the distribution of a set of data. When it comes to intelligence, the normal distribution curve is used to demonstrate how intelligence scores are spread across a population. The highest point of the curve, or the peak, represents the average intelligence score. This is where most people tend to fall. As we move away from the peak, towards either end of the curve, we find fewer people. These are the individuals with very high or very low intelligence scores. This distribution tells us that most people have average intelligence, while fewer people have extremely high or low intelligence. This curve helps us understand that intelligence is a spectrum, with most people falling somewhere in the middle. The role of heredity and environment. What shapes our intelligence more, our genes or our environment? This question leads us to the ongoing debate in the psychology community: nature versus nurture. Let's delve into the fascinating world of genetics first. We all inherit a unique combination of genes from our parents, setting the blueprint for our physical characteristics. But what about our mental characteristics? Well, research suggests that our genes also play a significant role in determining our intelligence. Twin studies have been particularly illuminating in this regard. Identical twins, who share 100% of their genes, often exhibit strikingly similar intelligence levels, even when raised separately. This genetic influence on intelligence has been estimated to be between 40 to 60%. But wait, that still leaves a substantial percentage unaccounted for, doesn't it? Enter environmental factors. Education is one of the most significant environmental factors that can influence our intelligence. A stimulating learning environment can foster critical thinking skills, creativity, and adaptability, all of which contribute to our overall intelligence. This is why societies invest heavily in education, understanding its potential to shape the minds of future generations. Nutrition, too, plays a critical role. Proper nutrition, especially during early childhood, is vitally important for brain development. Research shows that malnutrition can lead to cognitive deficits, emphasizing the importance of good nutrition for intelligence. Then, there's the social environment. Our interactions with family, friends, and society at large can significantly affect our intelligence. Engaging with diverse ideas and perspectives can stimulate our cognitive abilities and broaden our understanding of the world. However, the relationship between our genes and our environment is not a simple one. They are not two independent factors, but rather they interact in complex ways to shape our intelligence. This concept is known as gene-environment interaction. For instance, certain genetic factors may make a person more receptive to the benefits of a good education or more resilient in the face of adversity. Moreover, some research studies have suggested the existence of gene-environment correlation. This means that our genes may also influence the environments we are exposed to. For example, a child with a genetic predisposition for intellectual curiosity might seek out intellectually stimulating environments, thereby enhancing their intelligence. In conclusion, it's not a case of either or. Both our genes and our environment play crucial roles in shaping our intelligence. They work together in a dynamic interplay, each influencing and being influenced by the other. So, the next time you ponder over the question of what shapes our intelligence more, remember that it's not just about the genes we inherit or the environment we grow up in. It's about the intricate dance between the two. So, both our genes and our environment interact to shape our intelligence. Cultural and ethnic differences in intelligence. Intelligence doesn't exist in a vacuum. It's influenced by our cultural and ethnic backgrounds. This notion is vital to consider when discussing the concept of intelligence. Different cultures around the world value distinct types of intelligence. For example, in some societies, the ability to remember and recount oral histories is highly valued, while in others, problem-solving skills might take precedence. Furthermore, it's crucial to recognize that intelligence is not just about what's in our heads, but also about how we use our knowledge in the context of our culture. A fisherman in a coastal village, for instance, may not excel in algebra, but his knowledge of the tides and marine life, vital for his survival, displays a different form of intelligence not usually measured in standard tests. Speaking of standardized tests, we must also consider their cultural bias. Often, these tests are designed with a particular cultural group in mind, leading to a potential disadvantage for those from different backgrounds. This could result in an inaccurate representation of a person's intelligence, as the tests might not consider their unique skills and knowledge shaped by their culture. It's essential to remember that intelligence is a multifaceted concept that goes beyond one's ability to score high on a test. It encompasses a broad range of skills and knowledge, many of which are deeply rooted in our cultural and ethnic backgrounds. So when we consider intelligence, we must also consider the cultural context in which it exists. Let's wrap up with some final thoughts on the nature of intelligence. We've traversed a fascinating landscape, exploring the intricate and multidimensional concept of intelligence. We've uncovered that intelligence, rather than being a single entity, is a constellation of abilities: analytical, creative, and practical. We've also delved into the intriguing realm of the normal distribution curve, a statistical model that beautifully illustrates how intelligence is spread across a population. This model has been a crucial tool in understanding that the majority of people fall within the average range of intelligence, with fewer individuals at the extreme ends of the spectrum. Our journey didn't stop there. We ventured into the intriguing interplay of heredity and environment. We found that both genes and environment have significant roles in shaping our intelligence. It's not a case of one or the other, but rather a dynamic dance between them. Our genes provide the blueprint, and our environment brings that blueprint to life. We also touched on the cultural and ethnic differences in intelligence. These differences remind us that intelligence cannot be separated from its cultural context. Different cultures value and cultivate different types of intelligence, painting a vibrant, diverse picture of human cognitive abilities. Remember, intelligence is complex and multifaceted, shaped by both our genes and our environment, and influenced by our cultural context. And if you like this video, do not forget to subscribe and follow the Psychology and Physical Training channel for more videos. Thank you for watching.